Hello guys, and welcome back. It's been a long time, and I sincerely apologize for that. A couple of you may know what's going on. Long story short, I'm back in Camtasia, and I'm here to do a quick redstone tutorial. So without anything else to do, let's go ahead and let's start building this. I'm choosing this as my backdrop just for the quick bits here. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and let's say what we are doing today. We're going to be building my RS latch system. I need 2 more buttons. Okay. Also, I have a pet peeve. For all you redstoners out there who don't do something like this, please find a block that makes your button look really, really nice. Like, really pop out. Alright. So let's go ahead and let's get this started. Okay? I'm going to use colored wool this time, which is unusual for me. And we're going to show you guys the updated version of my RS bus system with a couple of tweaks and fixes for the orientation of the world. This will work regardless of the way you build it. And that's Anti-Cheat Plus kicking out my block updates. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and build out rails like this. Please note that I'm going to show you each individual part as well as how to build it, but I'm going to use colored wool to help me explain it all. So white's going to be input, the general input for the entire circuit. Let's just go ahead and place this. So after each button, you're going to do 2 repeaters, 1 on 4 ticks of delay, 1 on 1 tick of delay. Excuse the lag, that happens to be an issue with server. Alright, and as you guys can see, when I push the button, the power goes through properly. Alright. Next thing we gotta do is for the pink circuit, this is gonna be my reset. And since I'm actually done with white, let's go ahead and let's get my next color of wool out, which will be blue. Magenta? Yeah, magenta. Why did I screw those up? Okay. Anyway, so on top of this, we're gonna put a redstone torch. Alright, we'll deal with him here in a second. I'll help him out as soon as I get this recording done. Alright, and we're going to place a block on top of each one of these, and I'm just going to do this the quick and easy way, since I don't have to worry about resources here. Note that this works with my enchanting table. You just scale it down to 4 inputs, so I am horrible today at breaking blocks. Alright, I'm going to place a torch on this side of the block. It's not really that important to put it on this side of the block, although it helps with repeaters. Alright, I'm going to put a block up here and run it all the way across and put a redstone wire all the way across. This is your master reset. This is what resets all the memory every time you push a button. Advantages with this design. First and foremost, it's faster. It's much faster. And I'm probably talking way too quickly, but I don't really care all that much. Alright. Did I do this right? No, I did this wrong. Oops. Alright. So we're just gonna extend this out. It's gonna bug me. Okay. You know what? We're gonna do this the proper way. We're gonna fix all of it real quick. I apologize for this, guys. I normally don't make mistakes like this. Oh, there goes that button. Can't leave it laying around in the world, you know. Somebody comes by in the next 5 minutes that this chunk is loaded, which, however unlikely, I'm not going to get blamed for it. Alright, quick test. That worked alright. So next we got the orange circuit, which is our input to memory and our memory itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to come out 3. So we're going to take a reds, or I'm going to go back over this real quick once I get this done. Alright, so from the button, we're going to do a repeater at 1 tick. Push it into the block, which goes at this torch tower to the RS bus. Reset. And we need to set up the RS memory before we do anything more. So that's why we're going on to this circuit and going back to the purple circuit. This is where you need 4 ticks and 1 tick. You need 5 ticks in total to account for this entire reset system. So you're going to go here. It takes 1 tick for this torch to turn off, which takes 1 tick for this torch to turn on. And we're going to account for 1 more repeater, and then a repeater is sanitation for each one of these memory latches, alright? So I'm going to quickly put all of the repeaters down. And I'll explain why I chose this area to build in a little bit. Alright. Next, and this is important, you got to put a piece of redstone wire. Then on the side of this redstone wire, you're going to put a block. I'm going to cheat it real quick. 2 more. Alright. Now this is going to be actually part of our vertical RS NOR latch. And for those of you who don't know how to build it, we're going to put a torch on this side. For those of you getting nausea, I apologize. I'm going to put 2 blocks on top of that. Two pieces of redstone dust on top. You're going to notice that that automatically it's going to set that this top piece is lit. This means that the condition is false. And last but not least, we're not going to put a torch on the side, but we're going to put a torch over here. It'll turn on and off really quick. It's alright. It doesn't actually set the memory. And that's the memory. So this is the actual memory cell. Give you a quick view here. These 3 blocks, these 2 torches, and these 2 pieces of redstone wire. That is the entire RS NOR latch. And actually this piece of redstone wire too. This entire complex is the RS NOR latch. So basic system right there. Alright. What I'm going to do is we're going to come down like this. Actually, we're going to come down like this. Making sure that this block right here is empty air, and so we're going to do this. We're going to put a repeater here. Nope, we're not. We're going to put a repeater here. Almost made a noobish mistake. Alright. And we're going to come down 1 more block. And we're going to come all the way across. On both sides. And we're going to put some redstone wire down. Missed this one completely by accident. And then the last bit of the reset circuit is we need to connect back up to these RS NOR latches real quick. And we need to use a repeater so that way when one is reset, the other ones are not. So that they basically stay exclusive on another. And that's the reset system and the memory. The last 2 little tidbits we need to do real quick here. We need to pull the output, which I'm going to put in blue. So if you do this, 3, I'm going to go 4 for the sake of this example. And you can skip this block space because that torch actually occupies that block. Why am I doing this the hard way? I really don't know. Anyway, so we're going to do this for each and every memory output. And come on, I want to get this done pretty quickly. I got to learn how to get these, or I got to practice these a lot more before I do tutorials. Anyway, so got our blue output here. And our blue output, for the sake of this example, is going to actually go into a different circuit here in a second. So I'm going to put repeaters there. So I'm going to do 2 pieces of wire on these. Going to notice that they're all already on. This is kind of key for a feature later on, what this was designed for. This was designed to go into a decoder system, so it works really well for that. I'm not going to hook it up to a decoder. You've seen me build those before. And last but not least, we need 1 more piece, or 1 more color of wool, and we need a new block. We need lamps. So, yellow circuit here. The yellow circuit is our input. And I completely forgot that this actually doesn't need any memory whatsoever because this is our resets. So, gotta destroy that block. Yet again, trying to cause as few problems in the world as I can. It's gonna bug me. Why did I destroy that piece of white wool? Alright. So, with the yellow circuit, I'm gonna take a stack of 3 torches up. Like this, watch. Torch up again. And then we're going to do this kind of interesting. We're going to do a torch on the side and a block here coming out like this. This is going to be how we pull the output. So we're going to go up here, over, then down, We could do it like this actually. It looks slightly cleaner like this. Gonna go up and down like this. Oops. And then last but not least, we put our redstone lamp right there. This redstone lamp will turn on because of the signal coming in from there. And you guys may notice a large structure in the background. That is the progress on my redstone museum. I'll go more into that in the Let's Play that I'll be recording right after this. So, I'm quickly run this line right over like this. And we also need to take one more torch up top like this. This is also kind of important. Did I do this right? Yes, I did. Okay. And we're going to pull that all the way over to input 8, which is, I believe, 15 blocks away. This right here needs to be a torch. Let's go ahead and let's torch tower everything back up. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's do this. Torch, 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 please. Alright. And last set. Oops, wrong side of the torch. Come on. Alright, there we go. Quickly put all of these over here. And the user interface really doesn't need to be as fast as the rest of the system. That's the reason I kind of let it go. Oh, I could do this. Duh, I'm stupid. I built this before. Kind of. Maybe a few hundred times. Alright. Let's go ahead and let's go over here. Alright, for these I will have to go up earlier. And that's okay. That's just a quick change on these ones only. And so let's go ahead and let's go out. Go up and over. You guys see me use tricks like this, using the side of redstone like that quite a bit in my builds now. Starting to use them a lot more often, and it's really quite fun to use things like that. Like, look how easy it is just to play. Oh, come on. I really failed that. Yes, I did. Oh, that sucks. Oh well. Anyway, so it's really easy to do things like this. Yet again, for those of you who are getting nausea, I apologize. You should probably play this at a slower frame rate. YouTube, implement super slow-mo now. Alright. So we're going to quickly hook up all of these. And I do apologize for the time it's taking to build this. This isn't a hyper-complicated build. It really is not. It's just... Man, I've been spending the last 4 hours trying to get to sleep, so... I'm a little off as it comes. So, last but not least, we need to pull from here this torch signal. We're going to pull it off like this. Just like that. And then we're going to run redstone wire on all of these lines. And with that, you will build my Type B RS bus system. And I'm going to quickly go over it right before we end this video. Basically the logic behind how it works. It's fairly simple. At least I think it is. A lot of people on the server think I'm insane. So please tell me if I'm insane. I would love to know. I'm dead serious on that one. But, yep. Alright. You don't need that wire there. You just need this. Alright, so if we push the first button, r// turns over, user interface comes up. And like I said, the user interface is a lot slower than the rest of the system. This is much faster to build than my old system. Uh-oh. What did I do wrong? Oh yeah, I didn't put the redstone wire up here. Oops. Here in a second, it's going to turn over that. Alright. So now when I turn this, you can see that turns off about 1 tick later. This turns on. That's okay. That's just a visual bug. Or actually, it's an exclusion of the system. The yellow circuit is completely isolated from the rest of this, mostly because I didn't want to mess with this in the simplicity and the real function of this in order to get a user interface out. So I just took away from the output. That was really quick and easy to do. But how it works, I'm going to really quickly run through the logic. So we pull the power from the block using the repeater. The repeater pushes the power into here. This torch stacks up and adds power, or I shouldn't say adds power. It pushes a signal into this pink rail here. This pink rail comes down and pushes power into all of the memory latches. So no matter which one is, which one do I have set? So you can see this one right here. This is off. That reset will come through and turn all of these on, which turns this torch off. This torch indicates whether or not that button was meant to be selected or something like that. This is your selection right here. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could have taken from here. Iterations! Anyway, basically, actually no, I couldn't because of that rail. Never mind. False alarm. Maybe. I don't know. I'll figure out a way of pulling this up faster. But, yeah, that's going to be a problem over there. Anyway, so it turns this torch off, resets all the latches, and makes them all the same. And then your power gets pushed in one tick later and turns this torch back off. This torch then stops powering. And when this is set out like this, you can either invert it for a direct signal, or you can keep it inverted like that and it goes into a binary decoder really, really well. So that's the quick, the quick version of that build. Nice and colorful version too. Actually looks kind of pretty. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.